Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and The View is a show that's long past its prime, and it's time to go. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. The View is just, it's like, it's a hate watch thing. If you want to watch something you hate and yell at your TV screen, The View is perfect. The brain power on that set may be enough to lightly toast some bread. And when they have a meltdown, well, I find that hilarious. Yesterday they had on MSNBC host Rachel Maddow, and they just went off the deep end. And I'm gonna show you Senator J.D. Vance, a Republican vice presidential candidate, actually talking about it, responding to it, reacting to it, I should say. So he responds to it in a way that only J.D. Vance can. And you watch these women freak out that Trump is going to put them in jail and take them off the air if he's elected. Let's take a look.
Last thing, Senator, speaking of the left, a lot of the talking points have been about this threat to democracy from former President Trump, that he would never leave office if he gets back into the White House, that he would become a dictator. Here's some sound from today, actually.
If you don't stand for anything other than what he wants, you don't vote, you just put him in power. Yeah. And once he's there, nobody is allowed to disagree with him or say anything that he doesn't believe.
And what is that called?
That is what a lot of other countries all around the world have, and it is not democracy. We're going to be the ones who decide if the American system of government survives or if it's taken over instead by a strongman authoritarian form.
So last thing, I want you to respond to that. And for an independent who may listen to that and say, that's really a possibility, what do you say to them?
Well, look, my response is those are the hysterical ramblings of Rachel Maddow, who's been wrong about nearly everything. And importantly, to those independent voters, she can't say Joe Biden has lowered your housing costs. She can't say Joe Biden has lowered your food costs. She can't say Joe Biden has actually stopped the flow of fentanyl across our southern border. So she's going to attack Donald Trump in hysterical terms. Look, I know Donald Trump. He cares about this country. He wants to run for president to make it better, not to install himself as some sort of dictator. It's just ridiculous, Brett. And here's the most important point on this. If you actually look at the record of Donald Trump and Joe Biden, who's tried to throw their political opponents in jail? Who has tried to use the power of the state to go after not just his political opposition, but also a lot of common citizens? That's Joe Biden. So if there's a threat to American democracy, it's coming from Joe Biden. It's not coming from the guy who governed effectively, who governed successfully, and is now asking the American people for another term to make things as successful in 25 as they were in 2019.
Yeah, obviously the White House pushes back about their steering all of these things, but the former president talks about that a lot on the trail, on the legal front. Senator Vance, we appreciate your time.